these big companies are cleaning house. Now, these are not the hedge funds that we're working with, right? These are the big corporate type of people. You actually have to take possession of these properties, hold title before you can submit it and go through their process, right? Really, the goal here, guys, is just to get you guys onboarded, get you ready to go so you can understand the retail hedge fund process. We've built a lot of pieces on the back end to give to you guys that you can utilize as a resource so you can be most effective at what you're doing. So real simple, guys. The onboarding process is pretty quick. I expect to wrap this call up in about 45 minutes. But in that 45 minutes, we should touch on just about every single piece of the equation so that you guys have the confidence going into these different markets where you can go in making offers. And of course, our team is here on the back end if you guys need help underwriting deals or you have some questions as far as that goes. We've sent so many of these out so far. And I feel like we within 20 seconds, I can pop a property in Zillow, look at it real quick and underwrite it, make an educated decision as far as, hey, I think this is the angle. We should be able to get an offer around this range, right? So just know that we're here on the back end. I have Lisa, who is our underwriter. She's also my wife. She's amazing. She's a local real estate agent here, but she's helping on the back end as far as getting this process going. She really is like the protein molecule on the back that keeps the ship sailing, right? I'm kind of the vision caster, building out the processes, maintaining high-level relationships, ironing things out so you guys have the roadmap. And then any deals that get submitted through the portal, Lisa underwrites them. She gets them ready to submit and send to the funds. So in most cases, if you guys need that extra insight, I can go ahead and patch you in directly with her so we can have a shared thread. And if you guys have questions in regards to properties, she can fire off and answer those pretty quickly. Really, everything that we're doing at this current moment is the result of one thing. And it's this massive market shift, right? It's happening across the board in just about every single industry. We're not only seeing it in the single family space, we're also starting to see it in auto body repair shops. For example, our buddy here owned 3 big auto collision shops, right? They were the biggest provider here in Colombia. Well, this big nationwide corporation came and made him an offer that he could not refuse, right? They came and bought him out. They also bought J.D. Harris, which is the second largest auto body shop in the Columbia area, right? So what's happening, guys, in almost every single industry is these big hedge funds, big corporations, right? They're hiring these kids fresh out of college, out of Yale, Harvard, whatever the case might be. And, these people analyze numbers at a high level and they can literally pull a spreadsheet, right? Pull a profit and loss statement, crunch the numbers and see what makes sense on paper. And then to make matters worse, let's put COVID-19 on top of that whole equation and we see how the last year has worked, right? The government has printed tons and tons of money, right? Now, for every action, there's an equal or greater reaction, right? You can't just print money and expect nothing to happen. So we're stepping into an inflationary scenario, right? Meaning, hey, in the next several years, the value of a dollar is going down, right? Inflation is coming, and some of these smart institutional people, some of the smartest financial minds in the world see this, right? So what they're doing is they're hedging against inflation, right? Hence the word hedge funds. So in my venture in the real estate investing industry, traditionally, I've always had to find houses that are 60, 70% of market value in order to turn those and sell it to a cash buyer or an investor for a fee, right? Now, I've sold to hedge funds a lot in the past, but never have they ever paid more than like 75, maybe 80% until this year, right? So what's happening, guys, is a massive, massive market shift. And this is just like, hey, we need to stay ahead of this, right? So what's coming is this, guys. We got the iBuyers, right? We got Zillow, OfferPad, OpenDoor, these huge, ginormous corporations, right? Now this rabbit hole goes deep, right? I'll touch on just a little piece of it, but you're seeing them pop up in most major markets. And when it comes down to it, the mom and pop investors can't really keep up with them. Real estate agents, as we know them, over the next several years, this whole industry is going to look entirely different, right? Like real estate agents now that see this coming have a fear for their life, right? At least for their career, because these big companies are cleaning house. Now, these are not the hedge funds that we're working with, right? These are the big corporate type of people. You actually have to take possession of these properties, hold title before you can submit it and go through their process, right? But I say this to say, pay attention to what's going on, because this market shift is happening and it's happening quickly, right? Real estate agents, it's time for the pivot, right? And I've been saying this for a couple years. Trevor Mock actually kind of started saying the hybrid type of gig, like real estate agents and investors need to collaborate, come together to create more opportunities, because guess what? These flat fee listing brokerages are coming up that are just starting to undercut real estate agent commissions, right? So what used to be 6% commissions in a standard market, we're seeing 4 and 5% across the board, right? So it's interesting. So where I'm going with this, guys, is finding your leverage, right? We have to be able to position ourselves in the industry to see what's coming, right? And leverage those opportunities, right? Who's got your money? At the end of the day, guys, we got to figure out where's the money? Where's the liquidity coming from, right? Instead of just mindlessly marketing in all these different markets, trying to create opportunities, right? We need to think, okay, let's pay attention behind the scenes. Instead of focusing on the path that you're taking today, focus on the target, right? Focus on the goal, the target that you want to hit. Reverse engineer that. Money, liquidity being released in these markets. I need to start paying attention and see what's actually happening behind the scenes, right? That's leveraging your resources. That's looking at what's actually happening and utilizing that as a tool in your business, right? I got a few more people that are joining on.